Welcome to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning and welcome to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt. I'm the General Manager and Executive Golf Professional at the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Here beside me, as always, Curtis Stock, and we thank you very much for tuning in and being part of our show each and every week, whether it's iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, or of course, you might be watching us on YouTube. We appreciate it. If you want to get involved, you can text into the show at any time, 780-218-9999. This week on the show, our first guest up with us in just a minute is Jeff Krushell from Krush Performance. Our second guest is Phil Berube, the CEO of the Alberta Golf Association. We'll get you some golf tips with Cody Yaremovich. We will go around YAG and check in with the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. And our final guest of the day, local tour player Brady McKinlay. Just won a tournament in the Mickelson Invitational. He's down in Minnesota playing in a pro event this week, so be great to catch up with him and see how he's doing. As always, at 9:40, we will have our trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And this week's question of the week, what is your favorite time of day to play golf? So let us know what that is for you, 780-218-9999. And this segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Join us this summer by hosting your next corporate event in one of our exclusive suites or our new 6-person loge table area located in the Upper Bowl. Limited availability remains for all Elks home games. Visit goelks.com/tickets to book your private suite or loge today. And how are you doing, Mr. Stock?
Good. Everything's good. We got Brooke Henderson tied for the lead, and the 15-year-old kid from Calgary, Aphrodite Deng, is tied for 7th.
Which is a bigger story there? A 15-year-old tied for 7th?
15-year-old.
I think so, too. I mean, it's not necessarily unexpected that Brooke Henderson is in contention right now, but for a 15-year-old amateur to be in 7th place with a rough day, too.
That's right.
She could easily be right there with Brooke at the top of the leaderboard, but that'll be an interesting watch today. And, you know, we got to talk about those Elk Stalker 3 in a row.
What's going on? Who are they?
I don't know. They haven't beat anybody good yet. I think the litmus test starts next week, back-to-back with Calgary. A split means they're pretty darn solid. A sweep means they're legit contenders.
Yeah, that's true.
But they got to beat somebody in the West before we can talk about them
but still,
as a legit contender.
It's going well.
It is.
A lot better than it was.
And I think that's going to bring some fans. The Labor Day rematch in Edmonton, is the Lower Bowl going to get sold out, Stalker?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. I think it might. That's awesome. And we're going to switch gears now and welcome Jeff Krushell from Krush Performance. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing today?
Morning, guys. Hey, awesome. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. No, this is, by the way, my favorite time to golf. So if I were to pick a time to golf, it'd be first in the tee box. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, now I don't have to ask you that at the end of the segment. Now we know.
That's funny because I was outside this morning. I'm going, this is the perfect time to tee off, especially with this weather coming up. So
yeah, we got a great week ahead. No question. Now, Jeff, you said that golf is a special sport with unique demands. What makes golf different from other sports when it comes to performance training?
Well, I mean, this is a pretty great question. I think, when we look at the game of golf, I think, Murray, it has just a lot to do with the brutal requirement of just skill. There's no escaping this game, right? And I think that's part of the draw for everybody out there. But I think, at the point of that ball strike, it's you and the ball, and there's nothing else that matters. So, when we start working with golfers, or when we look at the sport demands of golf, there is a physical side for sure. If you're walking the course or riding the course, but that skill level is I think what makes it really special, or the requirement for the skill.
I'm reading off your website, and it says you're a coach-driven program with step-by-step systems, strategies, and on-field tools to develop more adaptable, durable, high-performing athletes. And then it says while reducing the risk of injury.
Wow. Yeah, and that is probably our mandate when we look at helping athletes, improve or get better at their game, regardless of what game it is, Curtis. One of our mandates, and probably the first one, guys, is injury prevention. Because, in this day and age, especially through the developmental levels, the injury rates at every single level of sport are on the rise. And for some of the sports, if we look at my world, where we spend a lot of time in baseball, we're seeing historically high injury rates at every level of the game, including our pro guys. And that's concerning, right? And it's a deep rooted problem that actually has a fairly simple solution. And that's at athlete management and preparing for the sport. What we're missing now, and we see this a lot in golf, you guys, I'm sure you could attest to this. What we're seeing a lot in golf, even with our recreational golfers, is a lack of preparation for the game. And, that repetitive one-sided movement that we get in golf, tennis, baseball is another great example, can really lead to serious problems if you don't address it. So, yeah, that's our mandate. Injury prevention is sort of a pathway to elite high performance. And when I say elite high performance, guys, I'm not necessarily talking about world class. I'm talking about lowering a handicap, or, having a great season in golf, or whether it's, running your best marathon time. When we talk about greatness, we talk about greatness for that individual.
You mentioned one-sided. Can you explain what that means and what challenges or risks it poses for players of all ages?
Yeah, no, and that's a great question. And one of the biggest challenges in the game of golf, guys, for all the golfers who are listening, this is something that I think we need to take a little more seriously than maybe we do. So one-sided sport, guys, it would be like a golf. I'm a right-handed golfer. And if golf was the only game I played, just the repetitive movements. So here's a question for you guys. If we took the average, let's say we took your average member golfer there out at the ranch, how many times a year do you think he swings a club? Like, I don't have the answer. So this is one of the questions I wanted just to throw at you guys, not to put you in the spot, but if we were to average, would it be tens of thousands of swings or thousands of swings? What do you guys think?
Well, I would think so. If a guy's playing 100 rounds a year and averages 90, yep. Well, that's 90,000 swings, isn't it?
Yeah,
or is that 9,000? How's my math? And then
9,000.
Then 9, practice warm-up swings, practicing on the driving range. It's a lot.
Yeah, tens of thousands, right? And that's the same kind of thing we see, let's say, with our baseball players or even our tennis players. We're talking thousands, and at the higher levels, tens of thousands of swings of a repetitive movement that requires the body to move in a particular way. Depending on the person, right? The body can maybe move a little differently. But our goal is to make sure that one-sidedness doesn't get to the point where it either leads to injury or diminishes a person's ability to play. So that's from the ground right up, through the ankles, knees, hips especially, the core, and shoulders as well. So we spend a lot of time with our golfers, guys, during the season, just doing very, very simple preventative stuff, off-sided stuff that help alleviate the one-sidedness of the game, because we see postural adjustments. We'll literally see the muscles develop in certain ways that can actually draw the skeleton out of alignment. And that's where, one, you can either, run into injury issues, but it can also really affect your play as well. So that's kind of what we talk about there, Curtis, when we look at the one-sidedness of the sport. So guys, the first thing we do when we get an athlete into a program is we like to just assess, diagnose. So if we were to get Murray, Curtis, one of your golfers into our program, we would get them in. And the first thing I like to do is this thing called a musculoskeletal assessment. And it's kind of like, if you went to the Oilers training camp or the Eskimos training camp, which I was a part of for many, many years, we have the guys come in and we do kind of an orthopedic exam with the doctors where we look at, hey, how are your joints functioning? How is the muscle balance? How are things lining up? And are there any issues there? And for me, that's the most important thing we do for our golfers. We try to identify any areas that might impede their ability to play the game or put them at risk of injury. And then we attack that. Well, then we look at their how they're functioning in their game. We might do a swing analysis or get input from one of the pros, and then we can attack, their ability to strike the ball or whatever it might be. And so that's kind of the process we would go through. But in the one-sided sports, there's that added challenge of just the thousands and thousands of swings of repetitive movement.
Now, given that, does your company you cater more to beginning golfers, average golfers, or elite golfers?
Yeah, so great, Curtis. Beautiful question, and I'm telling you, this is kind of the evolution of us. I'm into my 30th year in elite sport, and so my whole world has revolved around elite world class athletes for 30 years. But 10 years ago, even just going into COVID, but about 10 years ago, when we're looking at the injury rates in sport, I'm going, look, the problem, it's not with our guys. Like take the NHL or take Major League Baseball or the NBA. NBA has the same problems that we're having in baseball as well. With some of the smartest people in the world, with everything we know, how is it possible, guys? The injury rates are still on the rise, not just on the rise, but at the highest levels they've ever been, ever recorded in sport. It's insanity, right? Well, the problem isn't necessarily the guys that get to the top. You're talking about Brooke Henderson and the LPGA or the PGA guys, or even the elite junior tours. Those players are typically just the survivors of a system, and somehow they figured out their way through. But we're now focusing more on the developmental ages. We're looking at the timeline, the long-term development. In Canada, we're really lucky because Sport Canada they spearheaded and put together the real first iteration of that long-term athlete development programs. And I believe golf has a fantastic developmental program where through the developmental ages, as athletes age, mature, grow, and gain skill levels, there's certain things you can focus on. Unfortunately, without that kind of a progressive mindset, we try to attack these young players as if they're pros, treat them like pros. And that really is the start of some of the serious problems we're seeing in sport and in the game, right? So we're focusing a lot, Curtis, on the developmental levels, educating coaches and parents and athletes as to the ebb and flow of long-term development, which is the key to everything.
Well, what do you do? Like you said, like baseball, Major League Baseball is off the charts as far as injuries this year.
Yeah.
Football will be, but golf, what kind of injuries are you looking at the most?
Yeah, I think though, those elbow injuries are probably the highest, guys. Elbows. We see a lot of hip action, low back. And again, maybe because the demographic and, as people start getting into golf or entering golf later in their ages, right? They're not prepared for the game. So, for the guys who are walking, the guys who are swinging, 10,000 times a year, you have to prepare for the demands of the sport. And that could be simple things just away from the game. But we also have this program, guys, that we call creating coachable players. And so, Murray, for you and the teaching pros out there, we've worked with a couple pros here in Edmonton. And it was a great experiment for me too. A great experience for me looking at, progressing players into the game from the offseason. So we had a couple of players who were injured, for example, coming back, and they've never really been healthy. So one of the things we talked about was, as we got them sort of set up in the wintertime, they're functioning well now, their hips are moving well, their spine's rotating, their shoulders are healthy and working well. Now we can give the pro a coachable player, right? Because here's the thing, guys, right? These guys have been working with pros forever, swinging and swinging and swinging. But the pros are so limited in how much they can help these guys get better because they physically can't do what they need to do in order to be successful in the game, if that makes sense, right? So we've got this beautiful marriage with the golf pros now who are, teaching the technical, tactical skill side of the game, creating athletes that can do what those pros need. Really, really fun stuff.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Jeff Krushell, owner of Krush Performance. Now, Jeff, in your experience, what are the most common mistakes golfers make when building their training routines, and how can they avoid them?
Yeah, and I think we just talked about the biggest mistake, Murray, is just hit, and not preparing to hit, right? That is by far the number one issue, I think, in the game of golf, because it's so much fun to go out there and hit those balls, whether it's good or not, right? For me, it's not good, but I still love getting out there and just smashing the balls, right? But without proper preparation or even a little bit of lessons with a pro, right? I've had a couple lessons and it's game changing. Even just what I learned about the grip earlier on, right? And I've got a great story I could say about working with a golf pro that actually changed my approach with all my athletes. It's a great thing. But just stepping into now with the golf simulators and in the winter hitting, it's one of the biggest problems in the game. And until we really do address preparation for the game, that's going to continue to be probably one of the biggest reasons golfers can't golf is because they're injured, sore, or not prepared for, a good, long, healthy summer of play.
Well, you see a lot of golfers just drive to the course, slam the trunk, go to the first tee, or when they go to the driving range, they pull out their drivers and whack away 50 times.
Yeah, and that's not how the body. That's not how the body works. I know everybody thinks we're invincible, but even just as a recreational sport, guys, a lot of the people we work with, they're trying to improve their scores, which I love. And it doesn't matter what their handicap. They could be a 21 handicap or a scratch golfer. It doesn't matter. If somebody's trying to improve their personal score, that's a lot of fun. But there's strategies. The strategies we use with our pro guys, you can use if you are a 20 handicap, right? These are the same principles apply because the sport doesn't change. Make sure you're functioning well. Warm up is critical, absolutely critical for sure. But in the big picture, making sure you're functioning well to actually, execute the movement of golf. And guys, it is a power sport. Let's not underestimate the demands of swinging a golf club like repetitively. It is a very, very stressful movement. And there's simple things you can do, again, just a wave or in preparation for your round that can really make a difference.
Well, Jeff, time flies in radio. I'm been fascinated to listen to you. I could listen to you all day, I think, but we got to let you go. So one last quick one for you. If people want to get more information on Crush, I can't even talk right now. Crush Performance, how can they find it?
Yeah, guys. Hey, go to our website, jeffkrushell.com. All of our programs are there. Our links are there. We got a couple of new coaching programs we're launching this fall for the game of baseball and some other sports. Some really cool stuff going on. And again, we're Wednesday nights right here on EST every night. Crush Performance going into our 20th year too, boys, by the way. So time does fly. Congratulations
on that. Well, again, appreciate your time. And we'll have to get you on again next year to hear more.
You bet, guys. Anytime.
All right.
That was
Jeff Krushell from Crush Performance. On the other side of the break, we will chat with the CEO of Alberta Golf Association, Phil Berube. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicourse simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Addy Zero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Addy Zero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Addy Zero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
Get fit with TaylorMade Golf's ultimate custom club fitting experience. The TaylorMade Performance Lab in Woodbridge unites golfers with a personalized fitting session and tailor-made equipment to optimize your game. Highly trained master fitters take an in-depth look at the golf swing utilizing industry-leading technology. Book your fitting experience now to cover all your custom needs from driver to putter. Free gift with booking. Get fit. Optimize your game at the TaylorMade Performance Lab. Visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Colonial Golf Club. Known for the best putting surfaces in the Edmonton area, we offer a private club experience at public course value. Book your tee time today at colonial.ca, and a quick text to get to. The same one we always get. Good morning, gents. Well, no takers on Scheffler, though I would have taken him if he was a three-stroke. It was only 3 strokes behind last week. But so Murray's still one up, which means we're dormy, Stalker. I can't lose.
No,
but
you're right.
Going into the final tournament of the year, who's winning the FedEx Cup today? And the good news is we have 2 different choices.
Yeah, well, there's 3 possibilities too. Well, there's probably more than that.
Well, Scheffler can after last week, you can't doubt Scheffler.
No, he's the best. So
who you got?
Oh well, I got him in my pool and another pool I'm in, so I got to stick with Patrick Cantlay.
All right, you stick with Cantlay, and I'm taking Russell Henley.
What about Tommy Fleetwood?
Well, we all know that Tommy Fleetwood's going to fall off. Although, could you imagine if he actually wins this week, wins the biggest money tournament out there after all of his failed attempts to win over the last decade or more?
But he's been close. I mean, he's been right there.
Well, a couple weeks ago, that was a fail when he had the big lead and then just choked it away. But I don't know. I like Henley over your guy, even with the 2 shots, because your guy shot 6 under yesterday. My guy shot 1 under. When you go off like 6 under, he's probably not going to have as good a day today, and my guy only 1 under is going to have a better day today. So I'm going to get you.
Okay, we'll find out soon.
Well, now we're going to welcome CEO of the Alberta Golf Association, a great guy, Mr. Phil Berube. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, Murray?
Yeah,
Stocker, how are you guys? I'm awesome.
Yeah, hard to complain. Always great to see you. You're doing well?
Yeah, it's been another really good year here in Alberta for golf. I heard you guys talking about the Tour Championship, and I didn't hear a Keegan Bradley in any of the conversation there.
Do you like Keegan?
I don't know.
Well, who's your pick?
Pretty cool to see a playing captain, hey?
Yeah.
Well, but can he really play a lot in the Ryder Cup as the captain? I mean, he should be because he's playing well. Or maybe she should just relinquish the captainship and play.
Yeah, I don't. He could do that, but I mean, his round yesterday, he put himself in contention for this week, so you never know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How long have you been at Alberta Golf now? Murray and I were just talking that we've known you for about 30 years. So
I know. Yeah, it's been a while. Well, obviously before Alberta Golf, it was with the PGA of Alberta. That's where I got to know you guys pretty well. But this was my 10th season with Alberta Golf.
10th year.
So,
And we still miss you with the PGA of Alberta, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a really good relationship with the PGA as always, Murray, and you and all of your fellow professionals. It's we've put Alberta Golf and not only just those two associations, but all the associations. The industry in Alberta really gets along well, and we're all pulling together to make things good for golf in our province. So working with superintendents and owners and professionals, and it all. That's how the magic happens. We all get along.
Yeah, well, you're a master at bringing people together. There's no question about that. Well, what have been some of the biggest golf highlights, Alberta golf highlights and accomplishments this season, and what are you most proud of with what's gone on in the organization?
I was thinking about that earlier this morning, that at the beginning of this year, we didn't know how much golf would be growing. Even the last couple of years, we didn't know how much golf would continue to grow. So our plan for the year has really just been on focusing on doing what we do really well. So, we didn't really do anything. We weren't swinging for the fences or anything. We were just trying to look at all of our programs and events and focusing on quality. We've got some really quality staff members. We've got some incredible programs in junior golf and amateur golf, from our championships to our McLennan Ross Junior Golf Tour. And so with each of our components of our business, we just really focus on the quality this year. And again, proud to say that our association grew again. We're looking at eclipsing 62,000 members this year. And it was only like 5-6 years ago, we were at 43,000. So
really?
Yeah, the growth continues, and there's so many reasons for it. But I'm blown away by how much people in Alberta, across the country, actually are golfing.
What do you think the biggest reason is?
I think the biggest reason is access to the game. Not necessarily access to the first tee, but I think access to the game. I think the game now is, people learning from golf professionals at home in the winter. I think people are learning in their basements. I think they're enjoying the game in so many different ways now. And golf doesn't necessarily mean, 18 holes of golf on a golf course. Golf means so many different things to people. And I think they're coming in from, all angles and enjoying this sport. And the growth's incredible. And it's really good for Canada. It's really good for countries that, sort of have a seasonal aspect to the game where you can continue the game, all year round now.
Right. Yeah, we've seen a surge in social and entertainment side of golf recently, from leagues and theme nights to golf entertainment venues. My wife is playing on one of those mystery tours this morning. They picked her up at 8 o'clock in the morning and she's gone somewhere. So, but a lot of courses are doing things like that to vary just away from the golf itself.
Absolutely, yeah. And Murray would know too, like the food and beverage component. I was actually, Canada, this is a little bit of an aside, but Canada was playing the U.S. in rugby here on Friday night and pulled out the victory. But, I was listening to the radio and they're talking about a 7 o'clock start.
Right.
But the pregame festivities start at 4. And so we were up at Wolf Creek for our junior tour championship on Friday. And we were sort of spitballing and talking about that. And golf has gotten into that too. The whole, food and beverage component and making golf fun. It doesn't have to be just what's happening throughout your round. It's, making sure that your guests are taken care of, off the golf course as well. And that's what's bringing a lot of people and probably keeping a lot of people in the game, is just incredible food options and drink options, and just making the whole game fun.
You said you mentioned that golf is now a year-long venture. What do you mean by that, and how have courses made this possible?
Yeah, obviously the technology with the TrackMan is obviously industry leading, but there's several different companies that are kind of getting into that space, and they're making the game more accurate for instructors and for response on the golf ball. So you're seeing like global competitions now for professionals. You're seeing throughout the winter, leagues and simulators, and these shops are popping up everywhere. So, you can continue your game. You don't have to travel to a sunny destination to keep your golf game sharp. You can, you can kind of keep that going year round now. So whether you're just doing it for entertainment or whether you're doing it from a performance standpoint, I know a lot of our high performance athletes, they're able to train and keep their skills sharp all winter long. So they can kind of hit the ground running come April.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Phil Berube, CEO of the Alberta Golf Association. Looking ahead, what role do you see Canada, and more specifically Alberta, playing in the shaping of the future of PGA and LPGA tours? And prefacing that, we do have Brady McKinlay, who came through the Alberta Golf Development Program on the show later, who's out playing pro golf now. So what do you see that looking like moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased to the Brady McKinleys, the Brendan McDougals, Max Sekulics, like the Alberta contingent that are kind of looking up to the old guard, like the Wes Heffernans, right? And on the women's side too, we had a couple of Calgarians, Tilly Claggett and Aphrodite Dang, play in the CP Casey this week in Mississauga. So I think I think this relates back to the year-round sport. I mean, we're a northern hemisphere country, and so I think the fact that technology and simulators have really helped to shape the future of our sport, and Canadians are competing in droves. I think we're poised well to compete on the world stage. Golf Canada has a pretty ambitious target of trying to get 30 players on the LPGA and PGA tours by 2032, but even just this week in Mississauga, we had 5 Canadian women make the cut, which is incredible. And look who's at the top of the leaderboard again is Brooke Henderson. So who knows what will happen there?
And Aphrodite Ding from Calgary has been a revelation.
Unbelievable.
You've been able to watch
right?
her play?
Yeah, she was born in Calgary, but spent a lot of time in Montreal and New Jersey. So I haven't seen a lot of her play, but she won the U.S. Junior Girls. She's put herself on the map.
Yeah.
First Canadian to do that. And she's 15 years old, right?
Yeah. Youth on course, you got to be especially proud of that. In 2019, Alberta was the first province in Canada to pilot the program where kids 18 and under can play 18 holes of golf for $5 at 25 participating Alberta courses. That's gone really well.
It's gone extremely well, and I know you've had Kevin Smith on your show before. He's kind of been the champion behind that in our province. And when we brought those guys up from Northern California to introduce the program in 2019 to our board, it wasn't really with hesitation that I think we jumped into that. But we did our due diligence and our research, and then Golf Canada came on board to partner with us, and now it's across the country. And this year in Alberta, we're again leading the country in terms of the number of juniors playing there. So I'm a big believer in trying to get access to the golf course. I know that this can be an expensive sport, but the mission at Youth on Course is to make golf the most affordable sport. So it's pretty cool to be partnered with them.
Well, the numbers are staggering. In 2019, you had 1,000 rounds were played in Youth on Course. This year, already over 20,000. Incredible.
I know, isn't that incredible? And that's we're running a fundraiser actually right now in advance of the ATB coming up to Northern Bear. So we're doing a 50-50 there. We do a lot of fundraising to try to subsidize that program. But it's incredible, and it's really cool when you see and you hear friends of yours, I'm out for dinner with some friends with my wife and I, and they're telling me about their kids and this new program called Youth in Course. And I'm sort of sitting there silent at dinner. And they're asking me, like, have you heard about this? Do you know about this? And their kids are off to the, pro shop to buy new drivers or, get lessons. And so now they're becoming interested in the game. So it's been a really cool success story here.
Phil, I'm really curious what the future looks like for Alberta golf. Is there any, brought so much change and evolution to what Alberta golf has been over the last 10 years, but what's going to happen moving forward?
Yeah, that's a good one. I love the innovation side, Murray. As you know, I love always forward thinking. You're sort of cutting the same cloth, always thinking about what's next. I think local experiences are our future. I think it's going to be really cool to see the CPKC come to Royal Mayfair next year in Edmonton. So, as much as we're talking globally about tour championships and, the Tommy Fleetwoods or Patrick Cantlays and following things everywhere that's happening around the world, I think, the advantage that Alberta golf has and that, you guys share with golf in our province is that we can really make local experiences special for people. And, I had the chance to play with Minjee Lee last year at Earl Grey in the Pro-Am. She's tied with Brooke this week. What an incredible ambassador for global sports and for women's sports. And so that really impacted me, is just how down to earth she was, talking about her brother, on the PGA Tour. And so I think those local experiences is what Alberta golf is going to be, striving to sort of wrap our minds around in the future, and giving people, who are new to the game. There's so many new people to the game. And, I remember years ago, one of our board members when I was at the PGA, Derek Gibson, he was the head professional at Royal Mayfair for like almost 30 years. And I remember him telling us at a board meeting, when people are talking about golf tips and, these things have always been done. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over. And he just made a comment, like subtly. He just said, it's always new to somebody. And that struck me like strongly, and I still remember that so well. And I think we can't forget that. Like, there's a lot of new people in our game, a lot of experience between the two of you sitting at that table in the game. But, the experiences can be new to somebody. So Alberta Golf is really looking forward to, making sure that those experiences, local experiences, are special to people.
One last one for you, Phil. Our question of the week on the show is, what time of day does Phil Berube like to play golf the most?
You know what? I don't get a chance to play in the morning, but sometimes talking to my son, he loves playing golf in the morning because everything's all fresh and, greens are perfect. But, my wife and I are actually playing tonight, just 9 holes with a couple. And here's a new one for you. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to start a trend here, but it's not the 9 and dine, but it's the dine and 9. So a little maybe pre-game dinner, like light snacks. And then, you know what? Then we go play golf at 5:20 and play 9 holes. So that's going to be our plan today. And you know what? Last time I did that at Kananaskis, I had a blast. So looking forward to that one today.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time as always, Phil. Keep up the great work for our industry, buddy.
All right. Thanks a lot. See you, Curtis. See you, Mike.
Thanks, Phil.
Right, that was Phil Berube, CEO of the Alberta Golf Association. On the other side of the break, we're going to get some golf tips with Cody Yaremovich, the teaching professional at the Eagle Rock Golf Club. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't have to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca. Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today. Available on Amazon. Now you know.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Wake up with the Nielsen Show with Dustin Nielsen and Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com. and get to know your local pro today. And it is now time for the Century Mile Minute. Catch live thoroughbred and quarter horse racing action every Friday and Saturday, plus enjoy exciting slots, electronic table games, vibrant dining, and more. Century Mile is the entertainment destination located next to the Edmonton International Airport. For more information, visit CenturyMile.com. And Stocker, was a big day at the track yesterday.
Yeah, it was Derby Day, big crowd. They bet 1.7 million, which was up from 1.4 million last year.
Wow.
You could hardly find a place to stand on the tarmac. It was a great race. The favorite won, came up the rail, and trainer was kidding the jockey afterwards if he got any white paint on his boots because he was right along the rail the entire trip. But as for horse to watch, the day before on Friday's card, a horse called Eyes of Beauty bobbled at the start, trailed by many, and then she was going much the best at the end. She was just flying, and I think she's our horse to watch. Eyes of Beauty.
All right. Thanks for that, Mr. Stock. And we're going to get you some golf tips, and we welcome Cody Yaremovich, the teaching professional at the Eagle Rock Golf Club, to the show. Good morning, Cody. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, all good here. It's a beautiful Sunday day here in Edmonton. As I see you look like you're outside enjoying it already.
Yeah, sitting on the patio, just enjoying the sun. Rather be outside than inside today, that's for sure.
Yeah, no question. Well, Cody, I always love having you on the show. When I search around on Facebook, I always see you as one of the most sought-after, highly recommended teachers in the area. So for golfers just starting out, what are a few of the key basics that they should focus on during their first lesson to build a solid foundation?
Well, I think the number one thing for most golfers is just getting a really good grip. Now, I know this can change from player to player, but I think for the average golfer, just getting a really good grip and understanding that, our hands are connected to the club and they help control the club face. And I think that is of the utmost importance for 95% of the golfers out there. So I would say really understand the grip and just learn the basics. I mean, look at Scotty Scheffler, right? He's got that grip trainer on every time he warms up. So I just don't know why more people don't focus on the grip like the professionals do.
You spend a lot of time helping novice beginners and novice players. What's the most common misconception or myth that new golfers have about the game?
They're either told they got to keep their head down, or they got to get under the golf ball. Those are the two biggest ones that I deal with on a daily basis. And again, that's your new golfer, your beginner golfer. That's getting advice from friends or parents or brothers or siblings or whatever that may be. Just because they top the ball, everyone automatically assumes, oh, you lifted your head. So that's usually number one. And then number two, like I said, golfers trying to get underneath the golf ball to get it airborne. That usually results in them topping or missing it as well, at least that I've seen. So it's just like you kind of got to show them the physics of the golf swing a little bit and just clear their minds of those misconceptions that are out there.
Well, what is the misconception? Like people say they drop their heads, they're not doing that. They're not lifting their heads.
Yeah, like most people, they're like in the golf swing, the head swivels, right? It moves. It's definitely going to move a little bit up and down. It's going to move a tiny bit side to side. Obviously, we don't want too much movement, but on the way back, your head's going to swivel a bit. As soon as you hit that golf ball, you best be looking to see where it goes, because most of the golfers I see, again, these beginners or novice golfers, they're still staring down at the ground, and that's really preventing their body from rotating or pivoting efficiently to put a decent strike on the golf ball.
And it's the same thing with thinking that you have to get under the ball. The opposite is true.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be a descending strike on the golf ball with your wedges and irons and hybrids, and for most part, a slightly downward strike with the fairway woods. But all golfers think, we got to get under this golf ball to get it up in the air, when really, and I don't think enough golfers know this, that the low point of the golf ball, or our golf swing, is after the golf ball. So when they try to get under it, it shifts it back behind the golf ball, and they usually top it or thin it, and even strike the ground before the golf ball, so hitting it heavy there.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Cody Yaremovich, the teaching professional at the Eagle Rock Golf Club just outside of the city. Many recreational golfers battle a slice, sometimes on every other shot. What are the usual reasons for slicing the ball, and what can golfers do to fix it?
I would say club face is number one, just not knowing how to orientate the club face in the backswing. I mean, this can be related to grip. It can be related to forearm rotation in the backswing. There's many variables that play into that, but I would say, learning to keep the club face in a much stronger position versus, I'm sure you guys have seen this, people rolling the club face open in the backswing, and then from there they're just trying to hit the ball, and unfortunately that face stays even more open on the way through. And alignment's part of it, which can create, a left for us right-handed golfers, kind of an out-to-in path. And when you accompany that with an open face, then I mean, that's kind of you're in the danger zone now, right? That ball's going right all day.
Right. How important is understanding body movement in the golf swing, and what simple drills or tips can help golfers improve their overall mechanics?
I think body movement's important. I mean, the body's kind of the engine of the golf swing, right? It's what's moving the golf club. I think it's of the utmost importance to understand how that individual moves first before you can kind of go any further into that. But I think people understanding that the body does pivot on the way back and on the way forward with some pressure shift between your right and left foot is important. I mean, it's just going to help again with things like low point and the quality of strike. And just a simple drill. I mean, one of the simplest drills that, I use for this, and Jim McLean is probably most famous for this one. It's called the power coil drill, but essentially you put a golf club between your feet on the ground. You put one golf club across your shoulders. Let's say we're a right-handed golfer. You're trying to make your backswing pivot, so that club on your shoulders at least gets parallel to the club on the ground. And then from there, you pivot forward into a well-balanced finish position.
When you're working with a new golfer, what do you decide which part of their swing or setup needs to come first?
I'll let them hit a couple balls first or take a couple swings. It's usually quite evident after that.
Yeah.
If it's a brand spanking new golfer, I'll probably just hammer in the grip as soon as I can, because a lot of golfers will grab the golf club in the palm of their hands. At least that's my experience, versus the fingers. And then if they maybe have some experience and maybe have had a lesson before and their fundamentals are quite good, I'll obviously see how the body's moving, and then we'll go from there.
Those struggling with consistency, what practical advice do you have for building repeatable habits both on the range and on the course?
Well, like I tell most golfers, golf is hard, first of all.
Yeah,
consistency.
real hard.
Yeah, exactly. And consistency is a hard, sought after, variable in golf, where you look at the golf professionals and even they struggle with consistency. But I would say, number one, like, you might look a little silly on the range, but go through a pre-shot routine. All right, get it. Lay the alignment sticks down, get aligned properly, get your ball position down, because that can move around from day to day to month, and you might not even know it. But I mean, you see it on the range all the time when you're watching the Golf Channel. Those guys have alignment sticks down, checking their alignment, checking their ball position. I would say if you can, repeat that as best as you can, the chances of hitting a higher quality shot is definitely going to be a little bit higher than not. And then, in terms of taking it to the golf course, I would replicate around almost. Right, you go through. Let's say you're here at Eagle Rock and you're picturing the first hole. You got to hit it out to the corner. What club are you going to hit? Well, hit that club. Go through your pre-shot routine. Hit that club. What's your second shot going to be? Right, pick that club. Go through your pre-shot routine. Hit that shot, and just imagine the shots you're going to hit on the golf course, because I think that'll really help people carry their range sessions over to the course.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Cody Yaremovich. Talk about the mental approach and attitude that you would encourage golfers to have on the course so they can enjoy learning and not get discouraged. Like, I'm assuming you're not going to be advising people if they don't hit a good shot that they're going to throw their club 30 yards down the fairway or something.
No, and I'll be honest, this is, the way my game's been the last couple of weeks, I've been struggling with this as well. But you just try and keep looking forward, I mean, like I said, golf is extremely hard, and that's from the beginner golfer all the way to the guys and girls you see on TV. But I would say golf is hard, and just manage your expectations. I mean, each skill level of golfer, whether that's a beginner, novice, intermediate, advanced, pro, I mean, you gotta know what's a good shot. For a beginner, it might be actually just getting it in the air and advancing it forward, right? For 18, let's say a 12 to 18 handicap, if you're 150 yards from the green, getting it on the green is an excellent shot.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like, you got to understand what a good shot is for your skill level.
Yeah.
And just don't beat yourself up over bad shots, because you're going to hit, honestly. And again, that's through the skill ladder of golfers. We're all going to hit more bad shots than good shots. It's just that skill level, those bad shots look better than, your newer golfers' bad shots.
Is there one quick tip that you found that makes an immediate difference for most recreational players during a lesson?
Ooh, one quick tip. Those are, I'd say, again, the grip. I'd have to go with the grip, and even just understanding that, depending on what hand you are, but finishing your golf swing on your target side leg and just having that pressure forward towards the target is going to, all else being equal, enable a better strike.
Cody, the promotional read that I did at the beginning of the segment was about the PGA of Alberta and how the PGA of Canada professionals know their stuff. I think you've shown during this segment that you certainly do. So why don't you tell our listeners if they would like to connect with you to get lessons, how can they do that?
The best way is to just send me an email. It's Cody, so CODY, @eaglerockgolf.com, or just calling us at the golf shop, again, 780-464-4653, and just asking for myself. And if I'm not on the range, I'm probably answering emails in my office. So, yeah, either of those is good. And if you're willing to come out here to Eagle Rock and Beaumont, then come on out.
Our question of the week on the show is, what is your favorite time of day to play golf?
Twilight.
Twilight, wow.
Hands down, twilight. I just like when the sun's kind of setting and you get these long cast shadows on the golf course. Yeah. Especially up when you're out up in the mountains. Like that's something special there. So,
I just thought of one more that I want to ask you before we let you run. Scotty Scheffler is obviously the best golfer in the world by miles, but when you watch his swing, it's not a swing that you're ever going to teach anybody.
No.
So how in the world does he even hit the golf ball, let alone be the best golfer in the world?
He's been doing that for a while. I mean, you look at some of these golfers and how they move. I mean, you could look at, Jordan's super weak bowed left wrist, and you look at Scotty's feet movement. They've been doing that for a while. Even Bryson, the way he swings, he's been doing that since he's a teenager. So, I mean, they're what we call outliers. Their bodies move a little bit differently. They control the club a little bit differently. I mean, again, another one is Dustin Johnson, right? Like, that guy's grip is so strong and that wrist is so bowed that the club face is dead shut, and yet he still managed to hit a fade. I would never teach that either. But so I just tell golfers, like, you got to kind of ignore those extremely good players. But I think Scotty's just put in the work, and he's got extremely good club face and path control that, when he misses a shot, it's not off by much.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Cody, and have a great rest of the season.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, that was Cody Yaremovich from the Eagle Rock Golf Club. On the other side of the break, we are going to go around YEG and check in with the Edmonton Garrison Golf Club and General Manager Matt Gawley. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From Tour Pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Millwoods Golf Course. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From Tour Pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com, and it is now time to go around YEG, and we're going to check in with the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club and General Manager Matt Gawley. And do we have him? Okay. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Yeah, hard to complain. Hard to complain. Now, I know you're a big nasty, so is this your first ever appearance on Edmonton Sports Talk as a diehard Edmonton Sports Talk fan?
It is indeed, Murray. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, Nasty Club member 155.
Awesome. Well, good for you. Well, Matt, you've been at Edmonton Garrison Memorial for a long time now, so congratulations on that. But it is open to the public, yet some people still think they can't play because it's on the base. What would you say to listeners who aren't sure about the club's accessibility?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's crazy. To this day, I've been here 13 years, and every other week I hear from public saying, they're asking like, "Can I play here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, you can play here." It's not just for the military; it's open to the public as well. Just all you gotta do is call the pro shop and make a tee time. So it's definitely open to the public.
You described playing golf at the Garrison as like golfing in a military museum. What unique features or historical touches can golfers expect to encounter with a round?
Yeah, so we've over the years we've basically created a museum feel here at the Garrison while playing golf. We've named all of our 18 holes after a major conflict in Canadian history. So when you drive up to a tee box, you can read about the major conflicts. So for example, on the first hole, we've named it the Boer War. And if you go back, you can read, 300 words about, the history of the Boer War. And that goes on through all 18 holes. We've got some plinths that are strategically placed throughout the golf course, where it explains some details about the Boer War or other conflicts. So we've got that. We've also got some monuments also placed on the golf course. So there's tanks. There's some naval guns. There's some artillery. There's some howitzers. So it really gives you a feel that you're on a military golf course.
Yeah, I got a nephew who lives in Kamloops, and he's just a real history buff, especially when it comes to wars. He would love it there, as I'm sure a lot of people do. Is there any new projects that you guys have got coming up?
Yeah, so to try and create a more welcoming, family-oriented facility, we're actually working on building a campground out here at the Garrison.
Oh.
So what started off as a small kind of 20-space RV park has now expanded into campsites, like tenting campsites. We're hoping to have perhaps some boondocking areas, as well as your full facility RV spots as well. So that's one project we got going on. And then our new base commander is really excited about building a miniature golf course out here.
Oh.
So we've got some open land right next to us. So I'm really early in the early design stages of preparing to build a mini golf course, a little mini putt.
Right, not a pitch and putt, but a miniature golf course.
Yeah, a little mini putt. Yeah, you see it at West Edmonton Mall or whatever. Yeah.
That would fit in well with the camping, I think. Hey,
yeah,
that'd be great. That's a great idea. Where exactly is it? I'm curious. I've been there a few times, but I'm just trying to picture exactly where the RV park and mini golf is going to go.
Yeah, so we're on base, obviously. For those that have been here, will know that our parking lot is north of our clubhouse. So the mini putt would be, we're looking at potentially just east of the parking lot. So there's a little green space there. Also east of the clubhouse, there's the tank. So if you're to picture kind of where there's a little green spot, so north of the tank and east of the parking lot, there's a nice big green space there for the mini putt. And then for the RV park, we're looking at just south of the clubhouse, there's what we call the old driving range. There's a nice big green area there, real open area. It used to be farmer land. East of the 12th hole, kind of in between the 12th hole and 7 CFSD. That's the supply depot. There's a big open area there that we can put some boondocking sites. And then north of that farmer's field, there's some bushy area right beside 17th hole. We're thinking about maybe cutting out some areas in there and create some tent space.
Well, I hate to bring this up because it means that winter's coming, but curling is a major activity at the Garrison, right?
Yeah, true. So curling's like our second sport here, definitely. With curling season coming up here real quick.
Yeah.
It's we usually start curling season a little bit later than most curling rinks. So yeah, it's coming up real fast. We are still looking for teams for our men's league this year. So it's a busy place here. We got obviously golf. We got a very busy lounge, and then curling.
Yeah. What sets the Edmonton Garrison apart in terms of layout, challenge, or scenery compared to other public courses in Edmonton?
Yeah, so we like to play on our military niche for sure, right? Like we're the only golf course basically in Alberta that's on a military base, and we like to play to that niche and really drive the military aspect, right? So when you drive on base, you could be seeing different platoons marching. You could see helicopters flying overhead. You could see military vehicles or tanks driving by. That's definitely sets us apart from other golf courses.
Right.
As in terms of challenge, we can play as short as 5,400 yards to as long as 7,000 yards. So if you and your buddies are up for a real good challenge, go back and play the black tees, and the golf course really stretches it out. But if you're a beginner and you just want to go out there and have fun, play from the gold tee at 5,400 or the white tee at 5,900, right? And it's a really good, easy golf course if you want to play it or hard.
Yeah, you can make it tough there.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Matt Gawley, General Manager of the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Now, Matt, I want to touch more on this military aspect because it does set you apart so much. But how does the club's military heritage shape the atmosphere at the club and in the clubhouse and that type of thing with the golfers? And what does you think it means to the local golf community?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, a lot of our members here are retired military guys, and even some of my staff, like my key assistant general manager, he's a retired military guy as well. So we find that guys, they like being a part of the military, even if they're out of the military, and they love showing off their golf course and what it's become. And in saying that, like it's a big thing. They love to welcome people and show them. They're just really proud of the golf course, right? So it's huge to the community. They're so welcoming. They're looking for more people to come play the golf course. They just want to show it off to people.
What do you offer for memberships, league play, corporate tournaments, any other offerings that listeners should know about?
Yeah, we have memberships available. We do prorated memberships. So if you're looking to maybe finish off the season, feel free to stop by the pro shop and we can get you a price for a prorated membership. We offer 3 different categories of membership. Obviously, one for the public, one for first responders or base personnel, and then one for military members. So if you fit in, well, obviously someone's going to fit into one of those 3 categories. It's just a matter of which one, and you could potentially get a discount. So our league play, our men's and ladies league play, as well as our senior men's league, all have those same 3 categories as well, even curling. So yeah, feel free to come out, play. Even our green fees have those 3 categories. So if you feel that maybe you could be a first responder, you could easily get a discount to come play.
What's your favorite story or memory from your time at the Edmonton Garrison?
Yeah, good question there, Curtis. I took some time thinking about, before I came on, some different highlights. And I think the biggest highlight for me is when we first hosted our PGA, our very first PGA event back in, I think it was 2014. Right. And I put out a call for volunteers just to help spot, because we had some rough areas and some very patchy spots and some long grass, and we needed spotters on the golf course. So I put a call out to the membership, and the response was absolutely amazing. I think we had 50 volunteers on the golf course. It was crazy.
Really?
And you know what? To this day, I could do the same thing. I could put a call out to the membership and say, "Hey, look, we've got a real important event out here, and we're looking for volunteers." And the membership here is absolutely unbelievable, and it makes me real proud to be a part of this golf course. And seeing the membership proud of their golf course is amazing.
Let's talk. Go ahead, Marie.
I was just going to ask, what's your favorite hole of the golf course, Matt?
My favorite hole has got to be the 8th hole. It's probably the hardest golf course, or hardest hole on the golf course. It's a 420-yard par 4, but it's tight. It's really tight off the tee, and it comes down to a very small, shallow green. So it's definitely a test of skill for sure.
Let's talk about you, Matt. You started at Waskasoon, Saskatchewan, Minnesota Golf Magazine's top 100 courses. How was that?
Oh, I loved it. My time when I grew up playing there. Ever since I was a young, small kid, I played that golf course. I remember the days of going out to the second hole. It's a short par 3 downhill, and just hitting balls. I mean, I'm sure the greenskeeper absolutely hated me because I put so many freaking ball marks into that green. It's crazy, but I love playing that golf course. I worked there for 4 years. To this day, Tyler Baker, he was an assistant pro back then, and he got me into this industry. From there it's spawned into 30 years of being in this industry. So
you went to the Willows in Saskatoon, Hinton,
Willows, Golf Town, Hinton, couple stops at the Mayfair.
Royal Mayfair,
yeah.
Now you're the general manager and executive professional at the Edmonton Garrison. How many years?
13 years. This is my 13th year.
It's been good?
It's been really good, yeah. There's, it's like every place. It has its ups and its downs, and but you know what? This is, it's been a really good place for me, and especially for my family. I've got 3 kids now, and they take up a lot of time. I haven't played a whole lot of golf in the last few years, but I'm looking actually to play tomorrow with Reed and Jay. So it'll be my first game of golf in 3 years, probably.
Awesome. Well, if people are looking to get out and play at the Garrison, how can they book tee times, Matt?
Yeah, so they can book at egmgolf.com, or they can call the pro shop, 780-973-3033.
One last one for you, and now you just said you don't play a lot of golf, but when you do play golf, what's your favorite time of day to play?
Yeah, so I think back of the days when I was a junior. I loved playing golf at night. I just loved it. I had the golf course to myself, and to this day, if I had more time, I would probably go back and play Twilight. Just chill, just relax. Now, if I was playing with a bunch of friends, I'd probably play in the morning, 8 o'clock.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, and we appreciate your support of the show as well.
Thanks, Murray. Thanks, Curtis.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
Right, that was Matt Gawley, General Manager of the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I are going to talk all things local golf. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province. For players learning to compete, the Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Get all the latest news and takes on everything Oilers with Dustin Nielsen and Tom Gazzola on the Oil Stream. Live at noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views over the river valley and only 4 minutes off the RM Road exit off the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass-driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Adizero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More sunset nines, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Adizero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Adizero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock. Only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com for more information. And Stalker, let's get into the question of the day. This was, you suggested this one, and what time of the day do you like to play golf the most? And I am stunned that almost everybody is saying twilight golf, playing at night.
Well, a lot of them said twilight. I like the mornings. We've have a 7:15 time every Wednesday at Victoria. It's quieter than the conditions are more receptive. They are for golfers like you anyway that can throw darts. But
Yeah.
you get the rest of the day to do other things. I like playing early in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you, and someone else said this. I mean, Jeff Krushell said this, is first thing in the morning, the golf course is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, over the day, the grass grows, people are walking all over it, so the greens aren't as good later in the day as they are first thing in the morning, for sure. That's just
Spike
goes
mark.
without saying. Spike marks, well, spike marks are a little different now because the middle spikes are gone. But, for me, I like playing mid-late morning, so like a 10, 11 o'clock tee time, because then I can go in early, get some work done, then go play golf, and then still be home in time to enjoy the evening with my family.
Yeah,
so
that works.
I get everything. I get my work in, I get a game of golf in, and I get to spend time with my family. So
that works perfect.
That's my ideal time for sure. Local event stalker, you said you're going to run out of breath here. There's so many.
I know, there was lots. Yeah, Calgary's Wes Heffernan won the PGA of Alberta Championship at Cardiff Golf and Country Club, sponsored by Cobra Puma and Mobila Cab, PGA of Alberta. At Cardiff, it was played at Cardiff Golf and Country Club, and Wes won by a single shot over Jordan Bean of Calgary's British Greens. It was Heffernan's third PGA of Alberta Championship title, and it was quite the finish. Heffernan went 66, 67, but it didn't look good for a while. He double bogeyed the 9th hole, and Bean made a charge with an eagle and 7 birdies, and including the 17th hole. But Heffernan, as usual, had an answer. He bounced back with 5 birdies of his own, but then it turned again and came down to the final hole. Bean double bogeyed the final hole.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch. And Heffernan made a birdie, which gave him a slim one shot.
So Bean was winning by 2 going in the last hole.
Going in the last hole.
Oh, so I don't even know him, and so that
Me either.
Going to the last hole with
Against Wes Heffernan.
Wes Heffernan, the nerves got him.
I guess they must have, yeah. And then another big highlight was Gina Nelson, who the Highlands Associate Professional, who shot a 71 to post a new ladies course record at Cardiff. So congratulations to her. Sailor May from Pine Hills and Rocky Mountain House won the girls U17 championship at Red Deer's Alberta Springs Resort. May shot rounds of 67, 73, 71 to win by 11 shots. Earlier this year, she won the U19 championship at Water Valley. On the boys' side of the boys, U17, Chase Strang from Pinebrook fired a 200 final round of 70 with 3 birdies and a lone bogey for a comeback 2-stroke victory over Jamie Howe of Grand Prairie. Strang went on to shoot 70, 65, 70. On the McClellan Ross Junior Tour at Lakeside, Calgary, 2 Edmonton golfers finished tied for the lead in the U13 division, Drake Waters of Highlands and Declan Shigehiro, both with 86s. The track's golf course at Langdon, just outside of Calgary, is home to the winner of the boys' U17 winner, Joseph Saranjoa, for his 2nd straight win. Saranjoa shot a 1 under 70 this week and won by 3. He's been hot. At Desert Bloom, outside of Medicine Hat, Zach Michelle took the boys' U17 with a 74 to win by a single shot. At Camrose, Derek's Rachel Adamus took the U15 girls division with an 87 to win by 5. Multiple winner Ariana, he won the girls U17 with an 80, 4 shots better than Crystal Sue of Leduc. Drake Waters, who I just mentioned, finished tied for first at the Lakeside event, tied for first again at Camrose in the U13 division, this time with Broadmoor's Declan Shigehiro, who earlier in the week tied for first at Lakeside with Drake Waters. So they've been going back and forth. Also at Camrose, the Royal Mayfair's Cole Lachance took the boys U15, while Belvedere's Lucas Shankaruk won the boys U17 with a 73, 4 better than Edmonton's Liam Salaki. 1 stroke further back were Windermere's Matthew Lee and Ravencrest's Cade Rademacher. And then the McClellan Ross Tour Championship ended up, that was a big finale at Wolf Creek, where they always have it. So the winners there were Aiden Lee won the girls' U13 title. Ellie Bannister won the U15 girls ahead of the Derek's Rachel Adamus. Rayleigh Denton took the girls' U17, a member of the Red Deer Golf and Country Club. Rayleigh shot a 73. Judah Hornstein captured the boys' U13 in the playoff with with Edwin Park after both finished with 77s. Oliver Berube won the boys U15 with a sparkling 73. Took the boys U2 2 shots ahead of Edmonton's Royal Mayfair's Cole Lachance. Jack Hargraves of the Highlands won the boys U17 by 1. A lot of 73s were shot this past week. And finally, in the boys U19, Belvedere's Lucas Shankaruk won with a 75, one better than Brady Beauchamp. So lots going on in junior golf.
School starts next week, so you're done with junior golf now, I think, pretty much.
Yeah, the two tours are over, so
that will be that. What about hole-in-ones this week, Stalker? I know I sent you a couple.
Yeah, well, at 3 at the ranch in the Nordic Mechanical Tournament, Kieran O'Rafferty on number 6 from 169 with an 8-iron. Ryan Pico, ace number 3, the uphill par 3 from 137 yards. And Brian Kirkwood, Victoria, he birdie number 12 from 90 yards. And Wolf Creek, Bob Morris, number 5 at Wolf Creek Golf Course, 172 yards with a 5-iron. And at the Petroleum Club, Rick Bendel hit what he said was a perfect strike when he aced number 5 from 163 yards with a 5-iron. And we got one more here. Devin Hinkle on number 6 with an 8-iron with a big 8-iron from 187 yards. That was at the ranch. And at Ravencrest, Tony Duong on number 15, 140 yards downwind with a pitching wedge, one hopping in.
All right. Well, that's a good week for hole-in-ones, too.
Yeah, you've been having lots this year.
I know. It was crazy that, like, I keep getting people telling me, oh, another hole-in-one, another hole-in-one, another hole-in-one. I'm like...
And different holes.
Like, my dad makes fancy hole-in-one boxes that we give everyone at the ranch that they get a hole-in-one and they can put the ball in it and keep it as a keepsake. Like, I thought we bought like a 3-year supply. I think I'm going to have to keep calling them pretty quick and saying I need more boxes.
Yeah, every week there's been 1 or 2.
Yeah, well, was that 4 this week or just 3? But that's pretty crazy. Well, golf this week, Stalker. Did you play 100 times this week too? Like,
well, I played 3 times. I played Red Hill Landing in the Canadian Derby tournament. That's a tough track from any tee box, especially with the wind blowing. Lots of holes with a tee shot is everything.
Yeah, that's golf a lot, I think. Though, I mean, you got to if you don't keep the ball in play, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And I played Northern Bear, where the PGA Tour Canada will be held in a couple of weeks with the ATB Financial. I'd heard about poor playing conditions, but Northern Bear was in really good shape with just a few blemishes, one of the best layouts in the country. So the fairways were excellent. So I'm glad to see that it came back. And then where else did I play? Played Victoria. And I played the Highlands. I played the Highlands with Brian Lobman.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And we had a great time out there with Gallimore, John Gallimore, and I played. Gallimore shot 71 and Lobman shot 67.
And you?
182.
It probably felt like it. Sitting with those guys were probably having naps waiting for you to catch up to them on the green.
Just about. Yeah.
Wow. Well, for my golf, Stalker, I didn't have a huge week playing. I started last Sunday at our regular game at the ranch. It was actually nice to play the ranch because I haven't been able to get out there on a couple of Sundays recently and whatnot. And so it was just nice to play there again. But on the front nine, Stalker, my lessons that I was taking with Cam Martin starting to click in. I was 3 under on the front nine.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there. I was 3 over on the back nine. So I'm not quite there. But it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
So I was even there. But Friday I got invited, last minute invite to go play at Blackhawk. So I took up the opportunity to go play there again. And again, all the trees that they took out there opened up so many great views and whatnot. So it's always a treat to get out and play at Blackhawk. And then the only other golf experience I had this week, yesterday, was my son's final Operation 36 attempt to shoot 36 at Millwoods. And he birdies the first hole.
Yeah.
Pars the second hole.
Yeah.
Bogey's the third hole. So he's even on after 3 holes from this 25 yards, so he can move back to 50.
Yeah.
And then, this is kids. They have to move up to 25 yards. So on all the first 3 holes, he took a driver and hit a practice shot off the tee. But then it's a par 3 on number 4. And I said, sorry, you can't do that on this hole. And he threw a little conniption fit, and then he didn't really try for for 3 holes and had some bad holes. But then he hits it to like 4 feet on number 8. And so I think to myself, if he 2-putts this for another birdie, then if he birdies number 9, he shoots 36.
Perfect.
But he 4-putted.
Oh, wow.
And then he parred the last one. So he ended up shooting 39, Stalker. So he's 3 away from getting it, but it's a lot of fun watching him do that, except when he has his little temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I should mention, when we played at Highlands, they're putting in a practice facility.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's going to be the envy of Alberta golf courses. It's going to be fabulous. Green, bunkers. It's and they'll have a driving net that'll be like 30 yards long instead of the 1 foot or whatever they have right now.
10 feet, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's looking really good.
Awesome. And what do you got up on the agenda this week for golf?
Nothing right now. The way I'm playing, I may just stay in bed all week.
Oh, boy. Well, I can't play the ranch again today because there's no tournaments all day. So playing at Stony Plain this morning. I haven't been out there yet
I haven't
this
been
year.
out there for a couple years.
So playing there today. And then on Thursday at the ranch, we're hosting the Joey Moss Memorial Tournament.
Oh, good.
And so I'm playing. I got a team together in that. It might be a pretty good team. It's myself, Sean Piercy, Adam Whizzer, and former head pro of Windermere, Jason Natchew.
Oh, that should be good.
It should be it'll be a lot of fun for sure. And I think we might make a birdie or 2, Stalker.
I think you'll add to it.
Awesome. Well, on the other side of the break, excited for this one. We have local from Lacombe, Brady McKinlay, won the Alberta Amateur a couple years ago. Now he's out on tour, won the Mickelson National professional event a couple weeks back. And we're going to catch up with him and see what he's up to. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province for players learning to compete. The Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. Some of the brightest minds in Edmonton come together to discuss and brainstorm big thoughts. Corporate Connections Think Tank brings our members and selected guests together to share experiences and ideas around some of the most relevant topics in business today. Topics that impact each of us, every business, most decisions, all initiatives. Will you come and join the conversation? Get questions answered, learn a few new perspectives, and be part of this energetic and inspiring event on May 28th. Corporate Connections Think Tank. Visit us at corporateconnections.com, where leaders connect.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, August 28th at Leduc Golf and Country Club. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Leduc Golf and Country Club. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
I could have taken some photos for OnlyFans. Reed Wilkins up-gown shots. What's Reed wearing for the eye surgery? What's going to pop out next? I think I was totally covered, except my eyeball peeking out, and maybe other parts of me. I don't know if they uncovered anything else. Cover up his face, but lift up that gown. Oh, you know what? Put it back.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. And it is now trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And what's the question this week, Stalker?
Well, they're playing the Tour Championship this afternoon, and we'll find out who comes out on top. But what golfer has advanced to the Tour Championship the most times? What golfer has advanced to the Tour Championship the most times?
All right, and if you want to get in on that, text in to 780-218-9999. And now excited for this guest as well. We've had a great show today. Brady McKinlay from Lacombe, Alberta, now out playing golf on a professional tour. I first met Brady when he won the Alberta Amateur Championship when it was played at at the Ranch a couple of years ago. Good morning, Brady. How you doing today?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate your time. Now, you're in Minnesota right now. You're playing a practice round this afternoon. What tournament is it that you're playing in there in Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm just out here for a Monday qualifier for the PGA Tour Americas. So playing out on Monday morning, hopefully get into the event in Brainerd here, and then, try to earn some more golf.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Well, let's get back to the beginning with you, though. Can you share how you first got into golf growing up in Lacombe and what inspired you to start playing and who influenced you the most in your early years?
For sure. I got a big family. My dad's got a lot of brothers, so had a lot of family that was into the game. I thought we were a hockey family, so lots of hockey in the winters, and then golf was fun to play when I was young. Probably got my first set of clubs when I was 2. And then, it was kind of just the fun summer gig. And then when I was about 14, 15, I started playing tournaments and kind of realized that I maybe liked golf a little bit better than hockey even. So maybe if I was a foot taller, I might have kept going with hockey. But yeah, once I hit 15 or 16, I really took on golf and started traveling more to tournaments. And then, got a university scholarship because of it. And now I'm here playing pro golf.
Yeah, I mean, you're really from a golf family. Tell us something about the other McKinley's achievements in golf.
Yeah, so my uncle Tom Jr. He's my dad's oldest brother. He played at a couple different schools in the U.S. Played in university. Kennesaw State was the Division I school he played at, and he did the same thing. Ended up playing pro golf for a few years down here. And then I got my two other uncles are both good players. They play in a lot of the mid-am stuff in Alberta. And then my dad, he was the hockey player of the bunch, but he's still a good player. He's a mid single digits handicap. And then my grandfather Tom Sr. was kind of the brains of it all. He was the one coaching all the kids, and then coaching me when I came out. So.
And Tom Jr. won the Alberta Mid Amateur this year, so. Correct.
Yeah, he did that at Lacombe, so that was really cool. I was able to be there to watch, so I was.
Oh, great! How many holes in ones have you had?
We can call it 4, but I think I've got two on par 3 courses, so that's always the weird debate. But yeah, we give four technically speaking. They were all full distance shots, so we'll count them.
You should count them.
The Alberta Open, the Alberta Open Championship this year, you had a strong finish there. You were 5th overall and 2nd among amateur competitors at the event, right?
This year I didn't play the Alberta Open. I did play that one a couple years ago. This year I was playing the Utah Open same week, so I wasn't able to get into that one.
What about the Mickelson National? How did that feel?
That was incredible. It's such a cool event that they've been able to bring to Alberta, and it's a course that I think I play really well. It's built by a lefty that loves hitting drivers and hits big cuts, and that kind of speaks to my game. So I'm pretty comfortable out there. But it was a crazy good event. It was super fun.
Where have you been playing since that big win?
Yeah, so that was pretty early on in the year, and then I've played lots up in Canada with the PGA Tour Americas stuff further out east. So I've gotten into a couple events out there. And then, like I said, last week I played in the Utah State Open, which was a great event, and then back out here on the Americas trying to earn some more golf. So I'll play here, and then we kind of go to a couple smaller events, and then I've got Corn Ferry Q School coming up this fall, so that'll be the next big one.
What about the ATB Financial Classic at Northern Bear?
That's the next one that I'm really excited about. Earned that exemption through Mickelson. It's an event that I've wanted to get in the last few years when they've played it there, just because it's the closest thing I'm going to get to a home event. So yeah, basically right after this, I get to prepare for a week and then head up there, and I'm super excited to just get back home for a couple of days and then be able to play in front of maybe a couple people from back home, which will be super fun. Yeah.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Brady McKinlay from Lacombe, Alberta, out making a living playing golf on tours. And now, Brady, talk about the biggest challenges that you found from transitioning from an amateur player to the professional game.
That's a great question. It's funny because when you're a junior golfer, you're kind of traveling with your parents. Hotels with them, going out to eat, you're going to do it as a family most of the time. And then you get to university and you have a coach. And most people think a golf coach at a university might be, working with your swing and course management stuff. And they do all that stuff with the golf. But the biggest part of their job is booking your flights, getting meals set up and all that. And it's crazy how much work that can be. When it's only for one person, it's not as bad. But once you turn pro, you're doing all that yourself. So you do have to manage yourself on the golf course. Got to manage your practice, and that's what we've been doing for however long. But then that new part is managing everything else, making sure you're booking flights correctly and you got hotels set up, and you end up being your own manager. So it's something I like. I like to have control of that stuff, but it's definitely different.
What are some key lessons or advice that you'd share with young golfers in Alberta hoping to follow a similar path?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of cliches that do ring true, but a lot of it does come down to enjoying the game. And I don't like to just say just have fun, but you have to go out and once you're playing, you have to do everything in a mindset that kind of the bad shots don't matter. It sounds strange, but in practice, you gotta practice like you want to be perfect. You have to practice like you want to hit every shot. Maybe not perfect, but great. And you really have to try to hone in that. But once you get on the golf course and you're in a tournament, you have to let all that go and play like it doesn't matter if you hit a perfect shot. You just have to hit them good enough. And especially in junior golf, if you're able to kind of limit damage and limit the bogeys, you're gonna be successful. So kind of if you're able to relax and be as comfortable as possible in tournament rounds and stuff like that, that's the biggest key. And that's something that I'm even trying to kind of get back to even in pro golf.
How much do you practice?
As far as just banging range balls, probably a lot less than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Growing up in Lacombe, I would hit balls for 10 minutes and warm up, and then I'd go play. That's where I get the most out of it. If there's stuff I need to work on, I'll gladly go hit some balls. But most of my time is spent hitting chips and wedges and lots of putts if I'm going to practice. So when I'm home, it's, every morning I usually take the first half of the day to go do something, whether it's putting, chipping, hitting balls, playing, and then, go to the gym midday or something like that. But yeah, I don't bang as many balls as most people, but still put in as much time as I can.
Brady, a couple of questions here for you is, are you out traveling by yourself right now, or are you out there traveling with a buddy maybe that's out on the tour as well? And then I also want to know what made you decide that you were ready to turn pro and get out there and play with the other pros making a living playing?
Mm-hmm. First, right now I'm just traveling by myself. A lot of these, there's guys in the same scenarios as you, but coming from different places. Some are, there's a lot of Canadian guys that are in the event already, and then I imagine there'll be some at the qualifier that I do know that are here just for that as well. But a lot of the time it's easier to just book everything and have your stuff set unless you have buddies that you've kind of been traveling with consistently. So I'd say half and half. Usually I'm either on my own and then the other half, with some guys that I know. And then as far as when I knew, like you had mentioned, that Alberta Amateur at the ranch when I won was the first kind of validation point I really had. Once I got past junior golf, I was like, okay, I won. Like there's no better validation than winning. And that spurred on a really good year in college. So that year in college, I won 4 times in a row. I was able to show up to events and basically tell myself that I was going to win, and was able to do it consistently. As crazy as that week or that stretch was, not that there was question marks, but it's still professional golf. It's still a big jump. That made me know I was going to do it. But I think a little bit of a taste into a couple pro events at the end of my amateur career, and then just starting your pro career, you never know until you compare yourself to them. Amateur golf there's a really elite amateur golf, but you don't really know until you get there. So still some events that I show up to, and there's guys that are really, really good. Everybody's really good. And there's some events I show up to, and basically every event I show up to, I know I can compete. So just a success in amateur golf, though. When you can win, you can compete with the guys at the next level. So
how does Northern Bear fit your eye?
I've only seen that one once before. Okay. I don't think things have changed too much, but relatively comfortable. just because it's similar to a lot of the golf courses I can play around home. Maybe not exactly the same as my home course, but something that's relatively comfortable just because it's so similar to stuff I'd play, throughout Alberta over the summers.
What are the strengths and weaknesses in your game, Brady?
Big strengths would be kind of the two bookends off the tee, with driver and then usually putting. And two things that I probably was the worst at starting out in junior golf. I can't even think back to then when I was probably the worst putter out there. But then started working with Scott Stiles down in Calgary. He's incredible. He's a short game wizard ever since. Wedges and putting. He's really, really, really been a key on that part of my game. So putting is definitely one that I kind of learned to enjoy more and learned to enjoy practicing more, and I've gotten much better at. And then driver was the same thing in college. I got a little bit stronger, gained some distance, and now it's more of a weapon where, I can put myself to different spots on holes than some other guys, especially on par fours. When there's certain carry distances you need, it makes a big difference. So kind of everything in between that is just what can turn good rounds into great rounds as far as like irons and wedge play. So.
What did Scotty Stiles teach you about chipping and putting? Was there any particular advice that helped you? Nothing that's glaring that sticks out. There's nothing that was like the one key, but a lot of what he teaches is kind of based on setup and your starting point with putting and chipping. A lot of people, it's just really easy to get biased to one side or have kind of some weight distribution issues, and that changed a lot more than you'd expect. And then a lot of it too with chipping and putting is where your eyes are and where you're seeing the ball go. If you're seeing one line and you're aligned to a different one, then when those things aren't matched up, it makes things very uncomfortable. So that's the biggest key, just because that brings in when it is, correct, it brings in such a confidence because you know where you're looking is where the ball's going to go. And that's never a bad thing. So.
One last one for you. Looking ahead, Brady, what's coming up for you, say, over the rest of this golf season, and where do you want to get to over the next year or two?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, you mentioned Northern Bear. ATB is going to be a great one coming up. And then Corn Ferry Tour, first stage of Q School is to start October. And that kind of leads into what I, want to be doing in the next year or two is playing on the Corn Ferry Tour. So that time of year is really important because it comes down to basically a month or a month and a half of golf that can earn you your dream job or send you back to square one. So that'll be the biggest focus is earning status. And then once we get past that, it'll just be preparing for next year, whether I'm, able to, be a member on the Americas Tour or the Corn Ferry Tour or whatever it is. It'll just be preparing for that. And if I don't have status, I'll go try to earn it again. So a lot of unknowns, unfortunately, but that's usually how it is in this sport. So yeah, we'll just go play ATB and then try to get some Corn Ferry status.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Brady. As we talked about already, we're going to follow along your career. We'll get you on the show every year just to see how you're doing, and maybe one day we'll have you on after you win the Masters.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Well, that was Brady McKinlay from Lacombe, Alberta, a tour player, and he's a great young man. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him, I think.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's poised and confident.
Yeah, absolutely. Trivia Stalker.
Yeah, what golfer has advanced to the Tour Championship the most times? Dustin Johnson, 13 times. We forget how good he was.
And then he went to live.
Right.
And then he sucks.
That was it.
Yeah, guess who the winner of the trivia contest is, Stalker?
Me.
Nobody got it right.
Nobody got it right?
Nobody got it right.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that was too hard a question this week. I don't know, but I don't think that should have been a hard question because I didn't know the answer. I went on AI, and AI told me what the answer was. So yeah. But nobody won, so we'll figure out what to do with that extra gift card over the next few weeks. But that wraps up this week's show. Next week on the show, We'll chat with Matt Freeman about the recent Rogers Charity Classic down in Calgary on the Senior PGA Tour. We'll have a segment on the PGA of Alberta. We'll get you golf tips with Todd Halpin, golf travel with Todd Fisk. That'll be an interesting one. And we go around YAG and check in with the Trestle Creek Golf Resort. It's going to be a fabulous week. Get out and play some golf, and tune in right here next week, 8 a.m. on the VIP Golf Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Do not miss the Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Tournament presented by Pioneer Golf Company, Canadian-made golf accessories. Friday, July 5th, the Ranch Golf and Country Club, one of Alberta's premier championship golf courses. For sponsorship info or to register, go to ardentroofsystems.com. Your round includes breakfast, the famous ranch steak dinner, a massive silent auction, and a chance to give back to an unbelievable cause. The Stollery Child Life Program. The Ardent Roof Systems Annual Charity Golf Tournament, one of the best tournaments of the summer.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.